It's great to be here today, but I'm a little disoriented. We're talking about the campus, and we're being told it's not on fire. We're talking about campus, and there's complexity, subtlety, and at the very end, did I hear in a note of humility? This is not the conversation that I've been hearing in so many corners of the Jewish world over the last couple of years. And it's one of the reasons why I'm so happy to be a very, very small part of this, I think, very significant step in the discourse. And when I look at page 8 and 9, I see three critical ideas. I see the sweet spot that we need in not just fighting campus anti-Zionism, but also celebrating a new understanding of Israel, Jewish identity, and Zionism on campus. It can't just be a defensive maneuver. And 3 points I want to take in particular. 1, campus predisposition toward radical political views. Yes, it's true. There's a phenomenon out there. Yes, it's true, there's something going on. There are a series of ideas, there are a series of tropes, there are a series of prejudices, there are a series of intellectual movements. Postmodernism, as was mentioned. Identity politics that makes Zionism, that makes Israel particularly not politically correct. Even though we should be able to cast Zionism as a form of Jewish identity politics, somehow that form of identity politics is not legitimate. Since 1975, that trope that Zionism is racism, the blackening of Palestinians, the whitening of Israelis, the creation of what I call a totalitarian anti-Zionism, the creation of a prism through which to view the conflict, and it continues in the campus. I've devoted my career to living on the campus. I love the campus. I love the openness of intellectual inquiry. And I'm hurt that the campus has, at least in this particular instance, become a place where complexity is not welcome, where sloganeering replaces sophistication, and where one simplistic trope overrides a more complex conversation. And that's 15. And then you draw a line to 20. Point 20, which says efforts to engage anti-Israel groups are not likely to reduce the incidence of extreme anti-Israel activity on any given campus. It's very important to understand two things in that idea. One is that we fail when we're only reactive. We fail when we're only responding to crisis. And also, we're never going to succeed. But that third part of the triangle, that campus is largely not a hostile environment for Jewish students, this is such an important point. If you come loaded for bear, if you come ready to fight, if you come seeing the campus is on fire, and you don't have the subtlety, the complexity, the strategy, the humility that we're seeing in this report, you will fail, and we have been failing. And together we have to create that sweet spot in the center of that triangle. We can't just be fighting for Israel. We have to be celebrating Israel, we have to be celebrating Zionism, we have to be celebrating Jewish identity, because we can, and because there's so much to do. Thank you very much.